Hello class, welcome back. So in this class we're going to discuss how we're going to stitch the view components with the actual code itself. So it's going to be very similar to the Mac OS application. You'll see in a moment here. So go to View Controller, and we want to add in a couple IB outlets. So with the annotation IB outlet, we want to create a variable item text field, and we want to make that a UI text field component. And we want to create another outlet variable that will represent our table view, and that will be of type UI table view. And we have one action that we'll add to handle when the button is pressed. So what you want to do is you want to add an IB action, and we'll call this add button pressed, and it'll take in a UI button. And for now, we're just going to add a print statement to say that the button was in fact pressed. Add button pressed. And I'm getting a few errors here, so let's see what they say. So we want it to be, so I guess we have to add these as optionals. Oops. And what is this one? Expected declaration. That's because I forgot to add this func keyword. So now that we have our errors resolved, we want to hop back on over to main.storyboard and actually create our target action pairs. And if you remember what they were from the Mac OS class, they're basically allowing us to connect our UI components with our properties of IB outlets and our function IB action. The only thing that I want to say is from the direction in which you drag your view controller and your component, there is a dependency there, meaning for all the IB outlets, for all those properties that you have, you drag from view controller to the component. That is different from IB actions. IB action, like this insert button, is going to be dragged from this to the view controller. So let me demonstrate that for you. So hit Control and then click on the view controller, and we're going to first go to the table view. Let go of Control, let go of table view, and I want to select table view. Okay. Similarly, for this to-do list, I want to Control, drag and drop to here, let go of Control, and then I want to hit Item Text Field. Now, for this IB action, I'm actually going to Control-click from here to the view controller. And I'm going to add it to Add Button Pressed. Click out of that. So that's a dependency there that I don't think I was very clear with the Mac application, that the direction in which you drag and drop to your view controller, there is a dependency there. So remember, for all interface builder actions, you want to drag towards the view controller. And for all the outlets, interface builder outlets, you want to drag from the view controller to the actual view component. So with that, I think that's all I wanted to do here. I'm not going to demo it just because if you've gone over the Mac OS class, you know that if I click that button, it's just going to log a message, add button pressed. I think I've convinced you of that from the previous class. So yeah, I'm just going to wrap it up here, and we'll quickly move on to the next lesson. So I will see you guys in the next class.